Well, hello YouTubers, how's it going? We get a pretty nice day out here today, and I thought this would be a great time to do a little review on a FM transmitter that I picked up. If you're like me, you buying cars back in the 90s and early 2000s, a lot of these radios don't have aux inputs, even though your cell phone might actually have a Bluetooth. There's no way to connect to the radio or anything. But what I've been doing over the years, I've been using something like this. It's a little FM transmitter. You plug it into your cigarette lighter. And this guy right here puts out a signal, and you hit this button here and you can select the signal you want on your radio, and you're good to go, and you can play your music or listen to whatever you want to listen to. The great thing about these is you can leave the factory radio in. You don't have to rip all this out, put something else in. It's got Bluetooth, and when you do that, you usually run into wiring problems, or it never fits in there just right. I really like factory radios, so it's really nice to have a setup kind of like this so you don't damage the original radio. And also, some cases on eBay and on YouTube, they have people that can actually drill a small hole in your radio, put an aux jack in there, and somehow wire it up to the radio. Then they charge you like $300 or $400 for the radio, but the same radio you can get for about $40. So it's a double-edged sword, sort of, but keep from going through all of that. I've always found the simplest way, if you don't have a Bluetooth on your radio, or an aux input, I should say, just go ahead and get one of these. Now, I've had this one here for about 2 years. It works great, and you can see it's on the 88.7, and I've got it playing right now, but the problem is, after a while, you kind of move this wire around enough, this wire here will start to break, and you start to have problems just like this. Let me show you real quick.
The Hispanic search results. Several
kind of cutting in and out.
Absolutely in any, but one executive.
So when you move it around, it'll just start to break there, and that's pretty typical with a lot of these wires. They wear out after a while. So the reason I'm making this video is I went and picked up a new one. So this one here is pretty much toast, and this here was the old one. This was called a Tecknet. You can see that. And I couldn't find any of these online anymore, and I guess they don't make them or whatever. So I found something pretty much equivalent to that, and it's called Tecknet. And certified frustration-free. I like that. That's kind of a cool, probably got a trademark. Little packaging there. Alright, so there is our new one. Basically, it's the same thing, and I picked this up for about $15 free shipping. And there's that guy there, and tells you all about it and everything, if you want to go through the text and specs and all that. Now, some of these cheaper ones, I guess you got to pretty much go by reviews. A lot of these don't put out a lot of power. I've had a couple before that was so weak when you got near a radio station that was in the area, it actually kind of overrode this, and you would get static on the radio and everything. But I found my old one worked pretty good, so I tried to stay pretty much within the same technology spectrum, if you will. And this one here is basically made by the same company, from what I've found out. So we're going to go ahead and hook this up here and show you how simple it is. Take the little plastic thing off. And what I like about this one, just like my other one, you have another USB on the back. You can plug that in and charge your phone up at the same time. So really all you have to do is plug this in. And when you plug it in, it lights up. And now we'll just simply go ahead and change the frequency here. Let me go ahead and change this here to 887. And that's all set up. And my radio here is on 88.7. And now we'll simply go ahead and plug this in here like this. We should be good to go. And we'll go ahead and start this back up. And there we go.
Recapping Wall Street, second record.
And look at that. No more static. No more breaking up.
The S&P, though, slipping from its...
Which is what I wanted. So I thought I'd make a quick video. I know a lot of people are frustrated. They go out and spend $200 or $300 on touchscreen. They try to make their vehicle look a little modern, but a lot of times it's just not worth it. And it's nice to have technology like this. And it sounds pretty good. So right now I've got it on the station, and I hear no hissing.
What's in your wallet? What's in it?
Sounds pretty good. Now make sure when you have one of these hooked up, make sure the volume on your radio is all the way up, because a lot of times I'll plug mine in and I'll forget to turn the audio way up. And right now it seems to be working pretty good. Okay, so I think we're good here. It sounds really good. I'm gonna crank the music up for like a couple of seconds because I don't want to get a YouTube, disclaimer that I'm stealing music. But you check it out. It sounds really good. It's got a lot of bass. The signal's really strong. So this may be a cool solution for you if you have a stock radio that don't have the aux input, or an SUB input, or even a Bluetooth. I know you can buy a lot of Bluetooth now that plug into your cigarette lighter. What it does, it takes a signal from the radio, that takes a signal into the little unit and throws it back into the radio, so you're doing a double whammy. But this here is a direct signal straight in to this here and straight to the radio, so it basically cuts the middleman out. And like I said, it works pretty good. It sounds great, and I've had these actually, I think it probably sounds a little bit better than my old one here. My old one didn't sound that good. So, but these are just like headphone jacks. These ends do wear out. They break after a while. You'll have one side of your headphones not working no more, and it's just kind of annoying. So, there you go, guys. Thought I'd do a quick review. And these do have little fuses in them, so make sure you take your old fuse out. And let me show you my old fuse here. I had a problem with them. I blew the fuse a long time ago, but I just took some bubblegum wrap, cellophane, and kind of fixed it. But if you have a fuse that's good, take it out, because you can still use it in your newer one. And you can see the fuse was actually burnt in two. These are little tiny fuses. But the old one here is no good. It doesn't matter. So, having said that, I hope you enjoyed this video. And this will be a solution for you. If you're like me, you don't want to rip out your radio, and you want to have some decent tunes and everything. By the way, I love the 80s, 90s music. And it sounds really good. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and no more static, no more breaking up with the music. So until my next video, thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day. Until my next video, I'll see you then.